Taking it to the streets. Live morning show once again broadcast. And we thank our viewers, subscribers for coming in yesterday. I looked at the comments. Matter of fact, I need to probably read the comments from the last live. I went right ahead and I published it. Taking it to the street. And I think that's where we will go today. I probably had to do it like this. Hold on. Oh man. I lost it there quick. Good morning, Bohemian Monkey. How you doing this morning, man? We thank you for tapping in. Title I think I put down for the day is something to think about. And we're going to discuss that in a minute. Let me turn the volume down on this. I want to get majority. All right, let's try that. All right, there we go. I'm going to go over a lot of the comments. Hey, what's up, Cornbread? You in a new market. How's that new market working for you? We have 5 people in the live. Go ahead and give us some thumbs up. First, I think I wanted to go over yesterday live. We talk about drivers and merchants must provide quality customer service. Just got started. Okay, so hopefully I may have you tap in later on if you want to. All right, I'm gonna go over some of these comments. Okay, Brandon Recovery TV, I seen you in my premiere. I really appreciate it. No problem, man. We try our best to try to support small channels and other content creators, that have innovative and great ideas that have positivity to it. And positivity still has value. It's not the most popular thing. Good morning, Bobby Gators Delivery, man. Yeah, we that's the thing we want to announce as well. T Money had challenged really the whole gig community, but I'm gonna take it upon myself to do this 30-day positivity challenge, which we done been in the mix of everything, the commotion, the chaos, the turmoil of what goes on in this community. And I said that I would address a certain content creator before I go, but a lot of my audience requests that I don't and pursue the things they want to see me do on this channel. This is Bobby, formerly known Sudden Gig. Yeah, I know Bobby. I know I appreciate it, man, and everything that you came and tapped in. Anytime people get a chance to tap in to look at your show, you got to give them that recognition. You got to tell them thank you. It's all good. All right, back to Brandon. As I was saying, it's good, man, to see content creators collaborate, man, for a positive outlook. Whether you're going in business together, partnership together, a lot of other things, and able to move to the next level to making your money on whatever it is. But yeah, I think small content creators should, collaborate. Those that feel like they on the same accord on what they're trying to do and bring, value out here to the public. All right. The algorithm is the audience. We're gonna make it happen. Get everyone to come to their senses. Well, it's still gonna be people that's gonna choose to do what they want to do. There's gonna still be a lot of people that have that I don't care attitude. You're still gonna have people that's gonna bring insults on others. And we probably will be doing a video about insults bring the worst results. And we all know it does, and the repercussions that go behind it and all of that. All right. Yeah, Brandon and I are going to get together and he's going to be a special guest for Friday. And we're going to do what you call a interview with him. So it will be an interview. I just got to get with him to find out what time and is he still on for Friday. We're going to do that on Friday. I will be making an announcement in the community post about it, and I also will be republishing this video as well. All right, Friday will work in the afternoon sometime. Okay. And Zabak, the midget, talked about Bitcoin, which he was really talking about cryptocurrency. I'm not a financial advisor expert, but will it be a possibility in the future that I'll be able to bring one to this channel? We just have to wait and see. I know a lot of business contacts and they know people. So we're going to see, can we make it happen? First, I got to get the first one on the show. That means I'm going to start communicating more and more, with them. All right. Why is it the most so happy to see you back in stride again? Man, we glad to be back in stride again. We're gonna deal with all types of issues that goes on in the gig community, good and bad and ugly. And usually when you're dealing with the bad and the ugly, that's where the drama territory is. I don't want to stand down to those negative Nancy's and babbling Bobs, and I'm not, but I'm gonna have a different way or a different approach how I handle the situation, and plus do it in a positive format that people can see, well, man, that's the direction to go in. And I still can't pronounce her name. I apologize too. She tapped in yesterday from Russia, and I'm just want to say hello to her. Shayla was here too, so we are overwhelmed with drivers. I didn't get a chance to ask her what market she was in, what city she was in. I may have to go to her channel to ask those questions. And yes, it is an oversaturation of drivers. We have to think about when there's an oversaturation of drivers, low supplies and demands of orders. We're going to have to rethink the goals that we first set when they seem like they're not realistic goals. How do we reset those goals so it can be realistic, so to speak? Joshua Tree talked about delivery to rich areas only. Is a good idea, but suppose everybody in that city start thinking the same way. Those areas are going to be oversaturated of drivers, good and bad, which means there are going to be drivers that just don't care. They just want the money. And what's going to happen is it's going to hurt that area to where customers not going to want to tip like they used to. And then the money going to diminish in the rich areas. That's the reason why I shared that story yesterday with everyone, to get them to thinking about when we go out here and we do provide a service for our customers, our clients, as we deliver this food. We got to keep in mind that we got to practice best business etiquette and quality customer service so we can keep getting paid by them, because if they don't order any food, DoorDash won't have any offers and assignments to give us. And if they don't have any offers and assignments to give us, that means that we don't have jobs or contracts to make money. That's something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing, let's see what else. Black Beauty Machine. Lady got in the car. Did I lose it? Wow. One tip of the finger, and I done lost it. I guess I get back to that when I see it again. Judah Barak said, the Asian guy says, no tip, I sip. Yeah, that stuff kind of hurts. It kind of hurts when people do that. Good morning, Hot Flex. How you doing, man? How the family doing and everything? I know that you said that you're dropping your children off at the school. Yeah, I got started a little late than usual. I wanted to see how many people was gonna come in at this time. Okay, Black Beauty Machine. Lady got in my car, smelling like fish this morning. I'm tired of people in my car. Well, sound like you might need to get in the food delivery business or be a medical career or try to tap in doing loads. They call them hot loads in OTRs. So I don't know a whole lot about those, but I hear it's very lucrative. It's something that I may check into as well. Let's see. Mad gossip is a disease. I had that happen to me before. Yeah, yeah. You know, I think what the biggest problem is with these platforms and the people that work these apps is this. And people may smash me for it, but just think about it. If DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Amazon Flex, all of these apps, last mile logistic technology companies, should make a requirement that we have to at least be a customer on these apps. And reason why we have to be a customer on these apps so we can understand both sides of the platform. And by having the experience as a customer ourselves, maybe a lot of us will be aware that we wouldn't want to treat someone the way we were treated as a customer, and we may provide a better service to our community as service providers, delivery drivers, doing these contracts for these last mile logistic companies on these apps. Alaska Gun and Gears said, I would not use DoorDash if I own a business. They treat the drivers and merchants like second class citizens. Okay. We're going to address that right here and right now. I was telling a story about my experience. When I went to Chili's, it was a catering order. Okay. Matter of fact, how much was that catering order? Let me go back and look at my Dasher app. All right, we're going to pull something up. Okay, we're going to pull something else up. Because the day Wednesday, yesterday was Tuesday. That means it was Monday when this happened. Okay. Monday. All right. Okay. I'm gonna show it on the screen. This is Monday. That you look at it real good. It's not showing numbers to tell people how I make my money. That's not the topic for the day. Although you see that information they're providing. You know, I still make my money by the hour, by the order, by the mile. A lot of people have attacked me saying I'm not by the hour don't mean da, 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 da. That's another story though. I will address down the road. That means that you still didn't get what my message was. You only got a part of the message. Maybe the reason why the program didn't work for you. I said by the mile, by the order. I can't even remember the other one right now. It was by the mile, by the order. By the mile, by the order, and by the dollar. I use all three. Good morning, Red. Thank you for tapping in this morning and everything. I just wanted to go over the comments that was in the comments section yesterday. I felt like I left some out. Once I get in a flow of talking or speaking to my audience, I miss out on some things. And I was talking about what Alaska Guns and Gears was saying. I hate keep messing his name up like I said, but he's getting ready to change his name on one of his channels. He just said that on Flex Live earlier. I was on Flex Live, tapped in, see what was going on. So this chili order on my last drop off, taking my wife to the gym, then delivery time. Hi Cody, how's everything going, man? I was on the graveyard shift. I'm about to go to bed soon. And the reason why he said that because Doordash itself as a platform and the drivers that also uses the platform is the problem. Not only that, let's talk about the merchants too. Is a problem too. We just talking about the people, only the people that don't care about what they do. We know all drivers don't think like this. We know all merchants don't think like this, right? Then DoorDash doing their things that one day I will address as well because I do reviews. I had a Chili's order, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the story went to. Thanks, Coda. I've been dipping my toes in rideshare as a mix in, and I think I like it. Yeah, Red, rideshare is a good thing. I did it years ago, Lyft and Uber. That's where I first started at in these gig apps doing Lyft. I was a Lyft customer for a year. I was spending like $397 a week as a customer. Getting my wife and my son. At that time, my son was still in school from where we stay right now, and then her to her job and my job also. So you look at that 6 trips total as a customer. 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. The total was like $397 per week that I was spending as a customer. You know, I added that stuff up. I said, wait a minute. When we was able to get a vehicle again, I was like, wait a minute. That was in 2017. I was like, wait a minute. I gotta get my money back. I spent close to $16,000 to these platforms in 1 year. I gotta get my money back. That's how I got started doing this thing. Short mileage trips in case I don't like the person. I'm back with a W-2, 7-on-7 off rotation. There's nothing wrong. There's going to be decisions we're going to have to make for that. That's the reason why I hated a lot of content creators And a lot of drivers that's out here portrayed a false image. They made it seem like a W-2 was a bad thing or a curse. You know, yeah, we know the politics that goes on these jobs to where people abuse their authorities and all of this and misuse people that work under them. That isn't a good thing. And a lot of us don't want to go back to something like that, feeling like we being controlled, feeling like a prisoner, you know, behind the four corners of walls. You can't bring your phones on the floor, and then when someone calls the office for an emergency, you don't get the information. You got to answer to rules. And there's rules in everything we do. But sometimes they will blow them rules out of proportion, you know what I mean? Let me see what else we got going on in here. Okay. So my thing is, a lot of us don't want to go back to that nightmare that we consider as a nightmare. You know, W-2 do have its benefits and its flaws like anything else. The companies work for corporate America. These last mile logistic technology companies also part of corporate America. So what will you do to truly be financially independent? To think about, what would you do to where you work on setting goals, whether you young or old, to reach the stage that you feel that you are financially independent? Something to think about. Are you renting a home or do you own one? And I'm not talking about you paying a mortgage when I say own one. I'm talking about you got a title and a deed and it's been paid off. It's something to think about. What about the money that you saved? Did you invest it in other things? Or did you keep all your eggs in one basket? That's something to think about. Hmm? What type of benefits do you have? Life insurance, you know what I'm saying? Um, Retirement fund. Are you able to go on the vacations you want to go on? Do you have that freedom to afford going on a vacation? Because certain amount of money you make only going to allow you to do certain things. If you understand what I'm saying to you, something to think about. Whether you're an employee or you're a small business owner, have you made it to the level that you are truly financially independent? Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. We just throwing thoughts out there. And I guarantee it's over 90% of us 98% of us that's not. Because if we were, we wouldn't be doing this. It's something to think about. Then you got drivers thinking that they're better than other drivers. This driver don't deserve to get that catering order. I do. How do I feel like that? I deserve getting that catering order. I got 3 phones. I'm hypothetically speaking because this not what I do. I got 3 phones, 3 Doordash accounts. So Doordash looking at this area that is 3 dashers here is only one. It's me, but I'm 3 dashers in one. Then another driver come from out of maybe 5 miles away, 7 miles away because their ratings were better. They come right in here and they get their catering order. I'm mad. I'm fuming. Something I'm not doing right. Why I think I'm better than that person and think they don't deserve to get catering orders, but I'm supposed to get them all the time. It's the mindset of people that disturbs me and concerns me, and it has me shaking my head like this right here. All right. I talked to a couple of drivers. in my area, in my market, in my city, or surrounding cities and towns and districts. Drivers beginning to fight at one another, bark at one another, going and doing malicious things to one another, going into the restaurants, ladies and gentlemen, after they done looked at your tags, which they call public records. Find out who your name is, take it in that restaurant, tell them that you're a bad delivery driver, that you need to be banned from their restaurant. And people get on me about drama. We are surrounded by drama every day out here in these streets. That's why I named Morning Live, Take It to the Streets live morning show. Okay. The behavior, the personality, the attitude of human beings has become absurd. So drama gonna be around us all the time. It's how you deal with the drama is the answer. You know. And let me keep on moving along. Let's see what else we got. No railroad authority. Respond to railroad related matters. Got you a good job, Cody. That's a good paying profession right there. I hope that you enjoy it. I wanted to return to criminal justice related work and with the state, just not correction that's behind me. That's one of the reasons why, Cody, I want to get with you. I think I still got your number. I'm gonna have to go through my Rolodex and everything. And I want to be able to interview you because you got some powerful information that you can share with not just my viewers, but all viewers that watch the gig too. You know, the kind of questions I will ask and the information that you have will be very valuable. Plus, also, I consider you as an expert in your field. And that's what I want to bring. It's experts in their field of profession that can share with us very valuable information that we can take from this content that has value to it. You know, I like to get with you. I done looked at your shows and everything, the 2A amendment and all of that, and so forth. You know, so I'm going to reach out to you, man, and I hope, man, that you accept the invitation and come on this show as well and do that interview. Man, why you publicly asking folks to do interviews? You know, because that way they be aware of the situation. Not put them on the spot if they say no. You know, that's their prerogative, you know. I vote for Alaska Gone Wild. It'll show a lot of wildness clips. Yeah, it's got some good things. He got some good ideas, bright ideas. Bright ideas. Let me get back to talking about my situation with Chili's. The order was $20.50, ladies and gentlemen. The customer tipped $15. I can't exactly remember the full order, but I know that they had some ribs. And Chili's didn't have the ribs. We have 7 people in the live chat. Please give us 7 thumbs up total to equal and balance everything out. And also push this very valuable information that we're giving you today. I'll be reaching out to different people as special guests for interviews. I will even be reaching out to customers, subscribers, you know, those that want to share their story here will be able to. And if there's any stories out there that you want me to address, and we will do that as well. You know, we got to realize no matter where we are, there's drama in our world. Yeah, am I advocating drama? No, I'm against it. But there's going to be times you're going to be faced with that challenge that's going to be drama. And God forbid we had to, face those challenges. And there's times you can't stand down. A lot of people told me I need to stand down on the situation between me and another content creator. I had over hundreds and hundreds of text notifications, even some in the comment section. We're going to get back to that too. Now, this is what happened. Those that wasn't here yesterday, and I'm bringing it up again, and I'm going to do a regular video on it as well. I'm trying my best to reach out to the customer because they said they would do an interview, and I hope they do. Because then you will hear their story, see the look in their eyes, feel their emotions of their experience that happened that night. Then you're going to be like, wow. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. They was told by the manager that they cannot honor a substitution on their order unless they cancel the order and order it through their website. Okay. Do anybody have a perspective of an opinion of what they think, what was happening at this moment and what was finna happen and what was actually going on? I'm going to give you a few minutes to think about it. Let's talk about it. Because this what's happening that I'm going to reveal to you is going to affect the catering or the market on these platforms. Okay. I'm gonna give you a few minutes. Think about it. Anybody got anything they want to say about what I just said? Share your opinion right now. Share your thoughts right now. Share what you're thinking about right now, or is you just waiting on me to tell you what actually happened and what my perspective is? The information that I had discovered is true for myself. I want to call hot facts real bad on this one because I would like to know what he think about it. Even though me and him sometimes we agree and disagree, and then we disagree on stuff, I would like to hear what he would think about this here. I would like to know what you think about it. Do you realize what's actually happening and what's going on? Then I'm gonna share with you some more information that I supposed to kept a secret. I'm getting ready to call him if he's able. iFacts, give me a thumbs up if you're ready for me to do that. I'm not a huge fan of the catering apps. There are nice ones off, not consistent enough in my market. I hear what you're saying, Red. My market, you had to be quick on the trigger. And they are consistent if you in my market now. Plus we got competition. And people getting ready to mess those up too. Something to think about. People getting ready to mess them up too. What do you mean, people? Drivers, merchants, you ready to mess them things up because of the thirst for greed. Somebody feel like that you don't deserve the money you working for, but you running a business. This is the topic I want to talk about. You running a business. You got to take care of all the expense on the maintenance of your vehicle and your health and your mental health. And somebody in this establishment there feel like you're supposed to share your tips with them. What do you think about that? I would like to hear from you. It's something to think about. Catering apps pissed me off. $850 order was paid $35 total. After 4 deliveries, I got rid of it. I understand what you're talking about. Which one of those catering apps you was on, Cody? Was you on Deliver? Was you on Deliver That? Or was it another catering app in your area? If I only had catering apps, I would need to get a job. That's why we multi-app. None of these platforms are beginning to be profitable anymore. That's the reason why we multi-app. I'm a multi-app. I just don't multi-app like I used to. But I still multi-app. Oversaturation of drivers, oversaturation of multi-appers. Oversaturation of this problem I'm getting ready to bring to you today, none of you were aware of. Back to the story at hand. The manager told Heather, that's her name, that we cannot provide you a substitution because you order it through the third party company. Now, if you had ordered from our website, we could have did that for you. I see everybody didn't bring, we talked about everything but that subject I just was asking about. What was your perspective and your thoughts on what I just got you saying just then? I'm getting ready to tell you mine. It's going to blow your mind and it's going to knock the socks off. Okay. And it took me a few minutes before that light bulb came on. Why would she tell her to cancel the order and order on their website? I had a problem with that. And the problem that I had with that is what she told this customer disturbed me. And it concerned me. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm the driver now. If that lady canceled the order, I would have to call Doordash and say, look, this is what happened to me. I got to get paid for my time doing what I'm supposed to do under the contract that I agreed with you. So I wouldn't have been getting $20.50, ladies and gentlemen. It would have been $10.25, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I'm getting at? Half of my pay would have been sliced due to the merchant. See what I'm getting at? I got something else going to boggle your mind. Also, now, if she would have done that, I would have lost money. Remind you, I made a trip, 11-mile total trip, 6.5 miles going to the restaurant, which means I'm getting paid to go pick this order up. And I only had the remainder of the miles after I picked it up to get paid to drop it off. Get what I'm talking about with this here. I got 8 people in here now. Hit like, share, and subscribe if you're a new viewer here today. Don't hate and don't throw the thumbs up because you hate, and go on, throw them up. Because you're going to take this information and go somewhere else with it. So I know it was value. Since it was value, go on, put them thumbs up. Because you got some value today. Whether you don't like me or not, go on, give them thumbs up because you got value from over here. Okay, and I'm not going to say what I want to say. Now, check this out. The customer was told to cancel their order. Re-order, make that order again on their website. Okay, we talked about the first thing that concerned me. Second thing, how many catering orders are being done like this? How many drivers have been bamboozled out of their money because the merchant was greedy? And we thinking it's Doordash. Doordash do have their portion involved also. But see, let me explain something to you don't know. Once they get the customer to order from their website, ladies and gentlemen, Chili's don't have no delivery drivers. Once it's on their website, the merchant have control of the tip, ladies and gentlemen. So when the driver come out to get their catering orders, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be what you see, what you get. Is going to be a flat rate. $13 even, $15 even, maybe $20 even. You thinking cause it's on the diamond pro, beautiful diamond, and you got to understand what each diamond level is. You got to understand when you're seeing a small diamond with, you have some diamonds that's more valuable in the carat size and all of that. That gives it its value, right? Okay. There are smaller diamond orders. They can put you in an algorithm where you'll be making some good money. There are some algorithms that you get in, you be like, man, what the man? Man, I'm going home. But I'm not trying to get off the subject that we talked about. That's why I write scripts, because I get off. Now, back to what I'm talking about. If the restaurants order it, have the customers order all of these large orders on their website, drivers, the catering payouts are going to start diminishing. It's going to reduce. Oh, I got a lot of comments in here now. Now, I have warned everybody. This lucrative venue of getting catering orders, numbers are going to start falling. They're going to start falling. They're going to start falling. So if I know it's happening in my market, it's happening in yours too. The only difference between me and my market and you and your market, I know what's going on and you don't. I could be this selfish individual and don't tell nobody nothing the way I'm getting attacked. Just said to forget the people, man. Don't tell them nothing. Let it hit them face first. I'm not that kind of person. God won't allow me to be that way. Now, since I done sounded the alarm, you start checking out in your market, in your areas, when you're receiving catering orders. Start digging a little deeper, finding out what's going on behind the scene. That's where I come in at. I'm your guy on the inside. I do reviews. That means I do investigation. I do research. I do case studies. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to find out. It's somebody, I'm going to know somebody that can get me inside in the door so I can get that information. That's what this channel is all about. And a lot of people don't like me for it. But this is value that can help you understand why you may not be making money in your market. Maybe why you're not making money on the diamond program. Doordash Revolution found out the truth. And I'm hope I can get the people that I can do the interview with so you will hear them tell you. So you won't be thinking I'm making these things up. It's not an opinion what I'm sharing with you. It's facts and it's actual. And I discovered the truth and I saw it with my own experience. And I think that you need to know what's going on. Why you're not making money. Everybody want to jump on the LOP. Something else I want to talk about. I've been used many times, ladies and gentlemen, helping folks. Helping folks. God gonna give me the increase. God gonna bless me because I was helping somebody. sincerely. Okay. Only rewards I'm gonna get and look for is the ones he give me. He will give the increase. The people that call themselves using me will wind up falling on their face. I done got a lot of people on the large order program. Only two of them that I know wanted to be on the program for malicious reasons. Okay. Then they want to dry the market up and run everybody else from the market with their evil thoughts and evil deeds. Why would you go to the extent and looking at that man's truck, get his tag off of there, go to public record, get his name, go in here in Billy Bob's cafe, tell Billy Bob that that guy is a bad delivery driver and he's making your business look bad. So Billy Bob take that man's word, the accuser's word, scratch you off the list. It didn't happen to me in Olive Branch. It didn't happen to me in Germantown and Collierville and other drivers. So if it's somebody doing it in this city, what make you think it's not happening in your city? If there's one, there's 10. If there's 10, there's 100. If there's 100, there's 1,000. If there's 1,000, there's 10,000. Hot facts say that all the time. Same type of people that's in my city are the same type of people in yours. Let me read some of these comments here. Ride share is scary. You're braver than I. Short mileage trips in case I don't like the person. I'm back at a W-2. Back in correction. No, doing railroad authority. Read that. Okay. Railroad is nice. Hot facts, I'm getting ready to call you. I never did see that thumbs up. Interesting name. Like it. All right. The baddest morning show. The baddest morning ride along show in the gig economy. All right. He got the thumbs up. That's what I was waiting on. Cody talked about his catering experience as well. Deliver that. Okay. Yes. Yes. I got a story for you on that too, Cody. I got a story on that too. We call Hot Facts. Get him in on this here. I know me and him gonna debate on this a little bit. Then we're gonna show you what a real debate supposed to look like. We're gonna agree, then we're gonna disagree, and then I might say, "Nah, man, I don't think that's true." Then boom, 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 boom. But it's gonna be healthy enough where it's gonna bridge the gap, and people gonna get value from the content, not this mudslinging uh fest that we got going on in our community today. All right, hold on. You never know what I like to do on my show. I'm too creative. Sometimes I don't even know until that brainstorming started happening, and I just had to go with the flow. I'm not on duty right now because I got a family member getting ready to get them a W-2. All right. I'm go ahead and call him because I know good and well he got some questions. He got some questions, and he's gonna come out. He's gonna come hard with me with them questions. I may be able to answer some, and I may not be able to answer. I'm gonna get put in the hot seat right now before you. Hold on. Let me call him. I wanted my viewers to be able to, but they didn't know what to say. Y'all did y'all best, though. I appreciate that. Y'all brought up some more ideas and topics we definitely need to talk about today. Can't get to you fast enough, Reese. Well, here we go. Boom. Here we go. Boom. Here we go. Boom. There we go. That's why we got to start interacting with each other and with different drivers, start communicating with one another. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, man.
How you doing this morning?
Let me put pause on the live so it don't give an echo.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. How much of this episode or this live that you had heard this morning?
Well, I didn't hear quite a bit, and all I want to say is that the restaurants, okay, and this is from I've gotten enough intel from other drivers out there who do the catering orders. They do the deliver that. They do the cater. Some people are now switching up and just getting jobs strictly with the merchants for the catering jobs instead of getting it through the Doordash and the Uber Eats and stuff. So they ain't got to go through no systems like that. Now, here is what's going on from my own opinion, from what I have realized from the multiple stories that I have received from drivers. Now, what's going on is, and also from what I have launched when we did the lunchbox and Novodyne, they spoke about this also about how you can go ahead and get your orders strictly from the place, and they're going to be dispatching out. They're doing like that for total control, so they don't lose money. Everyone knows that when a merchant is on like DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever else it is, whatever platform that they're on, they don't get paid 100%. They are paying a percentage. It's just like if you are on right now, you're monetized with YouTube. You're not getting paid 100%. So when somebody puts in a $10 super chat, you are going to get paid $7, not the full 10. When it comes down to these merchants, they are losing money, and then when they have to remake the orders, they're losing more money because they're losing their product. Okay, so what the restaurant would rather have, you go straight through them. They control the order, they control the revenue, they control the drivers, and they control how they disperse the money. They control how they disperse the money to who they are doing the business with. And if you are on these catering apps, here's what's going to happen. You are only going to get paid a base, and that's it. Kind of like when you're picking up from let's say the Hobby Lobbies, the Big Lots. You're only getting a base pay, and that's it. Your only tip is going to come from if the customer is going to give that to you. So they've already taken that away because the customer ordered through the actual merchant, their website, and then they go ahead and dispatch it to the driver. Now they can go ahead. Oh, our staff cooked all that food today. Let's go ahead and take all the tips, disperse those tips. Now they are controlling dispatch of money now. Let's go ahead and dispatch these tips to our cooks, our servers, and everybody else out there like that. And what's going to happen is on all of these apps that are you're picking up, you say, oh, it's a large order, it's a catering order. Notice when you pick these orders up, you are not going to have like 1839. You're not going to have like this and that. It's going to be a flat fee and just individual dollars with no change at the end. That's how they're going to start looking. $25 instead of 25.82. It's going to be $25 only, and then they're going to be giving that tip to the workers, and then that's how it's working. My issue is, Rev, to you, when do you think it's going to be full blown out so where it's going to be on every app as long as the catering apps?
I can't actually give you a time prediction, but I will say it's happening soon. And matter of fact, it's already happening. And when it's going to start affecting drivers, I'm looking at it within the next 6 to 9 months. That content creators going to start complaining more and more about these catering orders. Diamond orders, you're going to see less Diamond Plus orders in certain markets. In certain markets, not in every market, but in certain markets that's going to be affected the most. Cause see, every market is different. Every city is different. And each business and establishments is different. Where I may have businesses here that you may not have in your city, or the businesses you have in your city we may not have here. that's very lucrative for you. You know, like Sequoia Pizza Company. We don't have that here. We have an OB Pizza Company that's not even on the level of Sequoia as far as better payouts. You know, that's the difference in different markets and everything. I'm looking at it anywhere between 9 to 6 months or less. Drivers going to be complaining
Okay.
about these catering orders.
How many drivers have you came in contact with in your area, and not even just the driver? Well, the drivers complaining about the drivers will complain about the money on how it's changed. How many of those, and then how many merchants? Because I know you do what I do, and getting the intel is something that we do. How many merchants have you gone in, and the ones you have those relationships with have let you know a little bit about something?
20 drivers that I have talked to so far about this that's happening in one area in the Mid South area. All of them saying the same thing. You got a pizza establishment that is involved in what we talk about, and you got Chili's. What I'm talking about right now is another establishment. We got a new owner at Bangkok Alley, and that new owner said this right here, that he's not dealing with DoorDash. Period. So he's more exclusive with Uber Eats and Chow now. Now I was talking to that driver about the situation. I said Chow now deals with Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash. So I'm gonna have to go talk to that owner myself to get more information and more intel than what I have received off the surface. So we can give
Well,
you
just
go ahead.
just on that, Rev, there was a live episode that I did a long time ago, and I talked about obviously the Nova Dining Lunchbox. I talked about what Publix did and their partnership, and also the Chow one. Those are all they were all part of the new infrastructures. Now he said he deals with Uber Eats and and then the Chow now they dispatch orders through DoorDash. They dispatch
See
orders
there?
through DoorDash.
See there, people? So he said that he's not
They,
dealing with DoorDash,
yeah,
but look like he's still dealing with them to me.
he's still dealing with DoorDash, but he's dealing with DoorDash on the second level now, to where it's not they're not going to DoorDash for them losing money because on the news article that I did and I read it I read it straight from the website. They are now saving upwards of like 30% more now if they go through these places like this. So they're saving that 30% instead of giving it away to DoorDash.
All right.
And that's what they're doing.
All right, I got a
They're
question.
saving that 30%.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I got a question for you. They saving 30%. So do you think that that will be a reduction on what drivers are getting paid off these platforms?
Yes, because that 30% that they are saving, if they are paying that 30%, that goes into the peak pays and everything else that goes in. If something happened and they just paid you just for showing up, that's where that 30% goes. Now, also when they take that 30% away, here's what the rest of the people got to understand: these other states are going to go into a minimum guarantee because of how they're changing up the infrastructure for these companies now.
Okay, hold on for a second. I'm gonna put a pause on it. There is a PSA alert that I want to talk about right now called Tasha. Hello, how you doing, Tasha Green? Let me acknowledge everybody in the chat, and we're gonna get right back to business, Reese. Alaska Gun and
Mm-hmm.
Gears is here. Tasha Green is here. Hot Facts is here. I'll call him Reese. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Be sure to check his show out, ladies and gentlemen. He's an awesome gentleman in what we do in business practice, business etiquette, and quality customer service, and the information that we provide to you. He is the news channel. I repeat, he is the news channel for the gig community. All right, let's see. Let's see. Cornbread up in the house. Okay. All right. Let's see who else in here. Bobby tapped in earlier. Okay. Red is in here. She tapped in earlier. And I want to address something right quick that Tasha brought to my attention. Now, Cody, if you're still here, now you begin to understand why I need to have that interview with you. Just because of what Tasha, the information Tasha got, that Hot Facts and myself gonna do. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about safety and everything. And I know Cody is definitely an expert when it comes to this. Now you see why, Cody, I was extending that invitation to you about an interview, because I just got you seeing you commented to what you were saying in here. Let me get down to the business here. They had a story on YouTube about an Uber Eats driver in Pasco County, Florida, near Tampa, got killed during his last delivery of the evening. Cody said, I saw that. Keep your head up on a swivel and get armed if you can. And then she go on to say that Doordash is starting to get oversaturated in the market. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it's very imperative, Cody, for me to have you here as a special guest to do that interview. And I would be honored, man, and so would my guest, and so would Tasha, that you would also get involved with us on this topic as well. What do you think about that, Reese, before we move forward?
About the delivery driver getting shot on his last delivery.
Yes, sir.
All right, now everyone knows that. For those of you who don't know, if you've been watching Hot Facts from the beginning of time, I used to do my shows with at least 7 to 8 news articles, and I got tired of doing them because it was delivery drivers getting robbed, delivery drivers getting shot, and it was like almost every single live. It was something about a delivery driver getting injured, getting mugged, and all the information we were putting out there, and no one was really wanting to pay attention to it because they want to pay attention to it. It was all the no tip, no trip, and all this other stuff. These things have been going on for such a long time. And if you guys remember, I had K9 Precision Work, and I was asking them because they train security dogs for celebrities, police forces, and some of my questions were, um, should delivery drivers have a dog like that in the vehicle when they are doing deliveries at night? And he said, absolutely, that would be a great deterrent to keep people away. Now, I brought that up because this happens way too much, and more people need to have your head on a swivel. Real Talk with Roy hopped in on there, and he had some things. And during that same episode, when I did the live, Roy showed that he carried. He carries when he's out there. And, these things can help you. We're not saying that just because you carry, you're going to be able to save yourself, but it can give you an advantage in certain situations. And this going on now, these people are watching it in the gig world acting like it's something brand new. We have been talking about this for a long time. The safety of yourself, the safety of others. People, during that same episode, I showed you guys that I'm going to let you guys hear it right now. That I have a, I have a stun gun. This is my stun gun. I have a stun gun. Okay, I have a stun gun, and it's an emergency flashlight with an SOS and everything else on it. No, it's not a gun, but a stun gun is still a deterrent. People, also, you can't be delivering in areas where you should not be delivering to. Now we know that in Pasco County in Fort Florida, that sheriff is always on the news giving something about someone dying, someone getting shot. Police officers are doing dirty stuff in that county all the time. That is a bad area. The whole county, it seems like, because that sheriff is always talking about the whole county. Now, you got to be safe. Now, there's a part where Revolution lives. He says, I only deliver there in the daytime. Okay? Now, that's not saying he's going to protect and save himself the whole time. No. But at least going in the daytime gives you at least some assurance. More people are outside, and more people are less likely to commit some of these things in the daytime. We all have areas like that. But if you are not aware and letting the money go ahead and just capture your whole everything, something bad can happen. Don't mouth off to people who you don't know. Don't do any of that. You got to treat it like you are at work at a W 2. You got to have those same principles and morals in your head to protect yourself to go back home at night. Why do you think every police officer says my main job is to go back home to my family? Okay? My main job is to go back home to my family. No one wants to get inside a vehicle, do deliveries, and not go back home to their family. Adjust yourself. Be aware. If you see something that looks super suspicious, I mean super suspicious. Don't just say someone's walking in a driveway or someone's walking in front of a shopping center. That's not suspicious. If you see something that you feel a certain way about, you gotta make a call. Cancel that delivery and don't even do it because you don't feel safe.
Exactly. And another thing, awareness, ladies and gentlemen, awareness, awareness, awareness. Be aware of your area. We're not talking about just know your market. Let's get to another level. Let's know what's going on in our market. I did an episode talked about zip codes, blacklisting zip codes. You can blacklist zip codes, ladies and gentlemen, of the areas that you know are bad. Then you can check that zip code and get a police report of that area. Also, did you know that? You can get a police report of the zip code areas in your city. I know we can do it here. I used to do it years ago. And find out what the crime rates are, the percentage of crime, rape, murder, robbery.
You can do that everywhere. People, you got to understand that those are public records and public information. All you have to do is go do a FOIA request. Go ask for a FOIA request. You can actually with that FOIA request, you can get the pay of each officer and everything, and they will give all that to you because it is public record and information for everyone out there. You have the right. It is part of your right as a citizen and as someone that lives in the United States of America that you can request these things. If you don't, you're just not. You have the ability to. It is public record for you. Go and get the FOIA request, and they're going to say for what, and you let them know what you want it for, and they will give that to you.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you something. We just got through debate. You guys didn't even know it was a debate. We didn't even plan it. We just went with a free flow with it. This is how a debate's supposed to go. Sharing different views and ideas and point out certain ideas that I didn't point out. He was able to point out and vice versa without any drama. See what I'm saying? These are the debates that I want to bring on this show right here. That's going to bring value. That's going to bridge the gap among people that you can take that value with you that just might save your life. All right, let me do this right quick, and then me and him we're gonna go at it again. All right, let's see. I'm going to the Dash app. I'm not doing any dashes right now. There go the family member coming in right now. Let him know that we live. Yeah, you can come on in the vehicle. We live right now. All right, we live. I'm gonna ask you some questions in a minute. In a minute. That's my son on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. Just wave your hand up. And just wave your hand. They can't see you. There you go. That's all he's gonna show you. All right. Okay. Let me go and get the business right here. When you go on your DoorDash app, okay, go to schedule. Go to the schedule section. It's gonna give you all of the cities in that district of those regions of zones and hotspots. You can look up them areas and get zip codes from them, ladies and gentlemen. Like Olive Branch and South Haven, you can get their zip code. Okay. Southeast Memphis, I can get their zip code. Germantown and Collierville, I can get those zip codes. East Memphis, I can get their zip code. South Memphis, I can get their zip code. Downtown Memphis, I can get their zip code. Bartlett, Hernando, Milton, West Memphis, Arkansas, Holly Springs, Mississippi, Lamar, Mississippi, Somerville, Tennessee, Covington, Tennessee, Tunica, Mississippi, Ashland, Mississippi, Batesville, Oxford, Bolivar, Tennessee, Ripley, Tennessee, Brownsville, Tennessee, New Albany, Mississippi. It's so much on here. The areas that you are working in, get them zip codes. Just like he said, you can ask for the report. It can tell you about the criminal activity going on in that zip code. Then when you see that zip code on that floating widget, those that use Android, on that floating widget, you go real quick before you make the decision and choose to pick that order. You look at that floating widget. That floating widget can be used as a safety feature that may save your life. And you look at the zip code, you already know automatically. I'm not going to the 38115 area. I'm not going to the 38111 area. See what I mean? So that is very valuable resource. I already did videos on it, ladies and gentlemen. Check them out talking about the zip code, GPS slash the zip code. I also talked about the GPS feature. You know, you can target it. You can target it on Google to matter of fact, I need to go and bring it up. Go and do it so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me go. Bingo, bingo. Because I heard Torp talk about that last night. You know, let me see. Let me pull this thing up. All right. This is Google Maps, right? You see this icon that look like a closed book? Tap that closed book. You're gonna see default, satellite, terrain. We're gonna hit the satellite feature, ladies and gentlemen, a satellite mode. So when I hit the satellite mode, it's gonna show this right here. It's gonna show the building. If you expand it and everything, you will be able to see the addresses on top of that building. And then when you're driving and you got it's a satellite still picture only. It's not a moving picture. It's just a still picture. You're looking at that building, and it's going to show you the name of the building or the name of the residential place. It's going to be with a zip code. It's going to be a zip code on top of that house. And when you pull up to where that pinpoint is, you can look at that picture, and say that's the place I need to drop off at. Especially at night, ladies and gentlemen, we need to use these features. We need to use these features. So I shared that in a video. Matter of fact, let me see, can I find it right quick before we move on? I got to go through my playlist. That's the reason why I got to reorganize everything, because we're going to be putting time slots. No, just sections, so where you can go and find valuable information that's going to help you. If you're a new driver today, you know, this is the first time you've been on this channel today. And while I'm talking, go ahead and plug in Cody's link to his channel, your channel. They already know about mine, and Brandon Recovery TV as well, and Real Talk with Roy. Go ahead and plug them, and also Red's channel. Okay.
Let me copy that one. That's Cody right there. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna start. Let me get. You know, I'm just like you. Let me get to a parking spot so I can go ahead and do my thing.
Right. So, right.
Because yeah, this we got some good stuff. How I'm gonna be doing this, I would like to know, since we talking about safety, and we had the a little bit of the talk because of my wife order that she had the other day, going to the distribution center. And the safety issue and security will not let it go down. I would like to know if you would get into that a little bit and see what people feel about that. You know, the safety precautions that they have to follow, other rules when they go to some of these spots. Some of these things that they have in place are meant to protect you as a driver, also. You know what I mean? They're put in place for that stuff too. So if you want to tap into that too a little bit later, just let me know. We can go into that too.
All right. All right. We're gonna go ahead and look for what I was talking about. I'm gonna have to do it
Okay,
this way.
let me park right here so I can because I was last night I was sharing I have a lot of people on Facebook that were asking me for a lot of my live shows, So I was sharing a whole lot of them. So my whole thing that I had where all of my clipboard is, it was all of us, and then it went to nothing but my videos that I was tagging and sharing with people. So let me go ahead and redo this. Let me go ahead and get Brandon's Recovery, which is a great channel, people.
I will be having him on the interview as a special guest on the show
And right here,
to be announced.
Brandon Recovery has 1.79K subs, people. So you know the information that he has is it's some pretty good information. And let me go to Gig Wars. Let me go to Gig Wars right now. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me copy that one. Now let me get in here, man, and start to getting it off. Let me see.
While he doing that, what I just showed you, ladies and gentlemen, was I talked about the Top Dasher program, the GPS update, new feature reveal, Top Dasher program, zip codes and GPS, and an app feature. And then we talked about Dash along the way. That's one of my most popular videos right there. It's got 1,000 views a year ago, ladies and gentlemen. It didn't get 1,000 views for nothing. It's valuable information there, for you.
All right. There's Gig Wars up right there.
Okay.
Let me do this one.
All right. Thank you, Cody, for coming by, man. I'm gonna reach out to you later, brother. I think Red just tapped out too. Thank you, Red, for coming in. And also, I think Tasha had just left as well. So thank you, Tasha, for coming in, giving us that valuable information that we will go ahead and do a safety episode. And I'm gonna collaborate with other content creators about it. I think just it coming from me only is not gonna be as much value as it will be if I bring the team in. Okay, going back. He talked about deliver that. Well, deliver that, Doordash, and deliver all is up under the Easy Catering platform. Easy Cater don't have their own delivery drivers. Okay, so they got contracts with DoorDash, deliver that and deliver. And they dispatch those assignments to them. And those companies that they got contracts with dispatch the orders to the service provider or the delivery drivers, which are independent contractors, and they put them orders in the pool with deliver that. And then drivers had to, be quick on the trigger to get them orders. But once you get an assignment, fulfill that assignment. And I wanted to say something about deliver that too. The thing with that is, I had to deliver that order. It was $1,000 subtotal. Dropped it off. I got paid close to $48, something like that, with the mileage, the gratuity fee, and the delivery commission. Delivery commission, ladies and gentlemen, isn't anything but a base pay. That's what Reese was talking about. And the owner came to me and said, "Did you get the tip? Do you get the tip?" I said, "Yeah, we get the tip." He said, "Well, I hope that you get the full amount of the tip that I gave you." I said, "What was the full amount?" $80. Okay, with
Say that again, Rev. You said did you say 80?
$80 that he tipped. But see, what people don't know when they're dealing with deliver that, it goes into a pool. Okay, and they get divided among drivers, like some restaurants. All the tips go into a pool, and then they divide it among the workers. So that's how so so that's how it goes. So you can get paid anywhere from $25 for one order up to $50 one order. I got blessed on Mother's Day last year and got paid $100 for one order. I got paid by the merchant because they was late preparing the food. Customer gave me a $40 cash plus the delivery commission plus the gratuity fee plus the mileage fee. It all added up to $100. And it was another driver they gave to me because they didn't want it. It was a small order too. It was a small order. But with all of that stuff going on, I got rewarded $100 on Mother's Day, $100 payout for deliver that. And when I told him about it, they were mad. They were mad. We should have kept that order. See what I'm saying? But I told them, I said, I got paid real good. Showed them the receipts and everything. They were fire hot. So my thing is, why we have the mindset that I deserve to make that money, but you as a driver don't deserve to make it. I can't get all the money out there, and I can't be at all the restaurants at the same time either.
Right.
You see, so our mindsets is that thirst for greed. It's messing us up. So you already did that, Reese. You got everybody. Yeah, you got everybody. Everybody. Boom. You got it. Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Reddit up there as the official battle, the official geek battle channel.
Right. 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 I see it now. I see it now. Now
Got
go.
Brandon, got Cody up there. I already did mine and yours up there twice.
Right. Right.
I'll go ahead and get those up there in a bit again.
No, that's good enough. That's good enough, Reese. That's good enough. Cause we're gonna republish this back out. Go ahead and share your experience on and your thoughts, views, perspective, and truth as you discover it about the warehouse safety, the warehouse safety for delivery drivers when they come to an establishment, and how we should conduct ourselves when we go to these warehouses, establishments. Plus, we're probably going to be doing several episodes on that as well, because this is information drivers need to be on their best behavior and know the difference between loss prevention and real security company. Hello, Thomas. How's everything going this morning, brother?
Morning, Thomas. Now, drivers look like, and we'll just speak on this part of it as
Right.
far as how you should approach these. We're gonna go a little bit deeper in on this with videos in the future. Okay, well, we will talk about the approach, and we have to do this because there is real security when you are going to these private companies. Now, it's a private company with private security. Once you are going to a place that is private security and they are going under the private business that you are going to drop off the order from or to, once you step on that premises, you have to go by every single rule that every driver that comes in there to do any business, you have to follow all of the procedures. There's standard operational procedures that the security has in place, that they have in place, that goes to security, and security enforces these things. People, you got to understand that when you are going to a warehouse or distribution center, okay, some of the items that people are ordering, some people are not supposed to be having orders delivered there to the distribution center because of safety reasons. If you go to one of these places and security asks you to sign in or check in, don't give them an attitude. You accepted the order, so go ahead and as you as an independent business owner, you are going there to follow the procedures that they have in place to make sure nothing is being snuck in, weapons, drugs, or anything. They have to document you on a log, okay? You are not just a regular civilian going in, but even if you were, they would have you sign the visitor's log so that they knew that you were going in. You got to follow these things. If security tells you we cannot do this, and you're giving the security a hard time. Well, they told me to come here and do this. That's not security's problem. That's not their job. You can actually end up getting in trouble for and getting banned and trespassed from that private facility. You can get trespassed. So you got to make sure that when you are going to these places, you have to really go in the capacity of a fully organized and ran business that follows all procedures for safety. They're not doing it to get on your nerves. They are doing it to not only to protect and help you, but they got people that work in there too. They got to protect them also. But more importantly, security, they want to make sure they protect themselves also. Okay? And this goes for distribution centers. This goes for high schools. This goes for any place that you are going to that is private and they have real security. I mean, real security, armed security, and they have a bag. Not the people trying to make sure you're not stealing candy in the Walmart. Not security purposes. And there, drivers got to make sure that you are following the lead and not disturbing, making a scene, and going against. You cannot do that. You're going to hurt yourself. They can call the police, and the police can come. You can get a ticket for disorderly conduct and all this stuff while you are on delivery. And then check this out, you can get deactivated too.
I was getting ready to say that. I'm glad you brought that up. You cannot be bucking the systems to their rules, regulations, and procedures, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you can't just know your market. You need to know what's going on in your market. We're talking about a different level. I agree that you need to know your market, but now we're talking about what goes on or what's going on in your market. They also have a vendor log sheet for drivers and service providers and stuff. That's a different log sheet from log sheet that visitors sign. Also at certain establishments such as this. So we got to keep in mind and be mindful of these things as well. And it was something you were saying earlier that I was getting ready to bring up. Now I forgot what it was. But yes, let's not buck the system on how when we visit these companies. Well, they're not my boss. There's still rules, regulations, and procedures we have to abide by as being independent contractors, or you will lose your clients. And if you lose your clients, that means you don't have any job assignments. No job assignments, you can't make any money. Go ahead, Reese. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I know what it is now. Let's talk about schools. You said something about high schools and stuff like that there. Address the issue on how imperative it is to have the best business practice and best safety practice when you're dealing with these high school and school students that's placing orders on these platforms.
Oh my goodness, people! This is one of the surest ways to get yourself deactivated um, from doing what you do to make a living. I know you guys see what we've all seen, the high school shootings. We've even seen in Texas where there was something going on and the police wouldn't even go in there because the shooter wasn't there. Okay, you have children there that need to be kept safe. Okay, you have special needs children that are in school. Okay, the schools don't want people, and they tell the students if something is going to be delivered, have your parent deliver it to the front office. Why the front office? So that it's properly checked. Okay? You notice when you have to drop off in the office, they say leave it here. I guarantee when you walk out that door, the office is opening up the food to make sure that there ain't nothing inside there. I guarantee. If they feel something is suspicious, the office will throw that food away. Okay? They'll throw whatever it is away. They don't want you sneaking in drugs, knives, or anything. We all know what can happen. If you are a delivery driver and the student tells you, well, first of all, it'll say drop off, and it ain't going to have no address. It's going to look like the middle of a street. and then you'll pull up by the back gate of the school, and you'll see a student there saying, "Give it here, give it here." First of all, those cameras are there, right? You cannot do that. If you deliver to a child, and let's just say you're a drug dealer or something, and you were delivering drugs, oh, you're deactivated. Let's say you got caught by the person on the golf cart that patrols the school, right? Okay? They catch you handing something to a kid. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing a delivery. For who? It was for, and here's where you're going to get into trouble. Oh, the delivery was for so and so student. All right, bam. Can you stay here really quick? They're going to walkie-talkie the school, the real school security, which is the police here where I am.
Police here too.
Yeah, they have the sheriff on there at the campus. The sheriff will come and talk to you and hold you there, right? They're then going to go ahead, get that student, tell them to come on up. You're on property now. Let us see your phone. We're going to confiscate your phone. Unlock your phone. Who dropped it off? It's going to say the driver's name. The school is going to go ahead and call Uber Eats, Doordash, whoever. You have a driver that has broken our policies and safety procedures for our students. This was not approved and allowed by us. We don't want this driver back. They're going to do that, and guess what's going to happen? Your account's going to go on pause, and then you are deactivated.
That is that is correct. Now, I had two scenarios, and the last one got me good. The first one was, it was a female that ordered. I didn't know the address was that good at the time, and it went to the school. They was telling me where to go, and when she came to the car, I had to talk to her and let her know. I said, "Look now, look at me." I took my mask off. I said, "I'm old enough to be your grandfather. Now, suppose you told me to meet you around there where the stadium at, and we both got caught because I didn't know I was going to a high school until I found out later. Now you approaching the car. What would you do to get yourself out of trouble, and I be in trouble? 9 times out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, she would have said anything. He's trying to abduct me, or he's trying to kidnap me. He's trying to rape me. Guess what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? I'm getting ready to do time. You see how serious this thing is getting ready to get? You see what I'm saying? So don't be so. Go ahead.
What's crazy, Rev? You just said that. These people don't, they think about, see, there's a lot of people that are going to be watching this and listening to it, and are like, they are actually getting some really great information on how to deliver and drop these orders off and what to actually look for and how to think. They're going to hear, you're going to get people out there, why are they talking about this? Well, the people that are going to say, why are they talking about this? I guarantee these are going to be the people that will be in trouble one day because they're not understanding what we are trying to get to you. Once you hit it, people, once you hit accept and you say that I'm going to work third party and be an independent contractor, you are an independent business, which means you have to protect yourself how every other business will. Go ahead, Riz.
I agree. Now the second scenario was that they were slick on this one. They put in the restaurant address right beside the school. And I'm gonna name the school Germantown High School. Cause drivers in my area, you need to know the address of Germantown High School. And sometimes doing right now, lunchtime, they ordering, they being smart, they ordering from that restaurant right there, putting that address there saying, look, this is Casablanca, meet me at Casablanca. They got they're getting strict. I'm gonna tell you what the principal told me. Any driver get caught delivering to their students, gonna have to they got an issue with it, and there's consequences behind it. That's how I'm gonna say it. I ain't gonna say the exact words he said, but there's consequences behind it. So when you realize you're going to the high school office, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out who the student is, because they're gonna want the name of the customer, which is the student. And when they get that name and match it up with the student, there are going to be some disciplinary actions taking place there. Always take it to the school office. Okay. Germantown High School here in my area. Be aware. Don't pick them orders up. Call Doordash immediately. Tell them that I cannot bring it into school. It's against the school policies. And guess what's finna happen? You finna
Go
get
ahead,
full.
Rev.
You getting ready to get full pay, and you got a free meal that day. I'm not telling you to do that just to get. I'm gonna go and take this order so I can get a free meal. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about once you done realize that you in a difficult situation, because this difficult situation can turn bad fast. You gonna do your best business practice, best business etiquette. You gonna make the right decisions. Okay, the right decisions once you done gathered the knowledge that you had lack of this knowledge, and make the right decisions and make the right phone calls, get in touch with them, go to the school, deliver it there, or they're going to tell you don't deliver it, keep the food, boom, you get paid, full payout. We got to protect
You
our
get paid.
drivers. Go ahead, Reese.
And to piggyback off of that, sometimes people, the kids are so smart that they know that their friend lives on the street right next to the school, so they'll put their friend's address that goes to the actual house. And when you get to the house, they send you a text message or call you and say, I'm actually at the school. Sometimes you don't know you're going to the school. So when you get that, that's when you go directly to the office in the school and say, bam, this is how, and this is what Rev is saying. You ain't going there to get free food. Sometimes they do stuff like this, and then that's how you get it. Um, that happens. You guys see, I have videos up there where I get free food. A lot of the time, if you watch the videos, it's because of high schools or places I cannot deliver to. That's why. It's not that I'm going to places and my customer service rating and everything is way too high. I don't do anything wrong to do anything. But when they say, hey, remember Rev the other day, I thought it was my niece ordering the food. Remember?
I
I said
remember.
I'm gonna bust her.
I remember.
Remember?
Yeah,
I,
that's a few days
Rev,
ago.
I was about to bust her, Rev.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to bust her. What you doing this for? And I was gonna drink her stuff right in front of her because that's what I was going to do. I'm her uncle, but it happened to be not her. Someone with the same name, same initial as the last name, but across the street from the high school. So
Mm-hmm.
my suspicions already went up. Just because of the address, my suspicions went up because of the address. Because of the address.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made my spidey sense go up. It
Right.
went up, and I was gonna bust her, and then she was gonna get in trouble. What you doing ordering stuff to have it dropped off at school? I was gonna give her the full 10th degree.
Right.
Luckily, it wasn't her, and she didn't do it. But what I also thought in the back of my mind, I know some of those kids can leave because she is about to be a senior in high school, so she gets to leave for lunch and go to Taco Bell and stuff. She gets to do that. So I also thought that maybe she was being slick to not get it ordered at the school, which I wasn't going to be able to penalize her and punish her for doing it. I also thought that in the back of the head because that can happen too. But here's what can be wrong with that. If a kid tells you to meet me at this spot and deliver it off, what if they go back to school and say, "Oh yeah, I got this order. Man, they're trying to be cool. Man, the delivery guy was hot. He dropped it off. Man, we made out and did all type of stuff, and they gonna tell that to their friends in school. Oh, what's his name? They show the driver's name, and now that driver's on TikTok and everything, known as someone that's messing around with high school girls. Oh, that can happen.
Yes, it can happen, and
That can happen.
that line to be the next news that's going to drop. I won't be surprised it be the next news. You got a lot of younger drivers out here, 23, 24, and 25. Feel what I'm saying? And them females like to date them guys around that age bracket. They're even up to 30 years old. So we got to be mindful on how to keep the students protected as well as the drivers protected, and keep pedophiles away from these schools as well. That might jump on a gig app through somebody else's name, and that's what they get out here and do.
Go ahead, Rev. Go ahead, brother. You was right on my mind. You was right on my track right there. There's some drivers that will drive under someone else's name who are actually on the list. Who are actually on the list, and they have to report and do all that because they have done people. And if you can type up Crime Watch or do whatever you want, you will see that it'll bring up the people that have to register in your area. You people, a lot of you guys don't know you live in areas where a lot of the registered people they make them live in your area. A lot of you guys don't even know that. You guys you guys don't go on like 360 and things like that to see who's there, and then you click on their picture and it tells you lewd acts, mischievous acts with a minor 14 years age of or younger, lewd and lascivious acts, blunt force with an object. You can see all of that stuff on there. You can see all of that stuff on there, and we got people giving people accounts. Say, yeah, you can. I know you can't get a regular job. Go ahead and work. Go ahead and work. Go ahead and work. And they are going to work, Rev, and still doing their bad stuff. Remember, we was putting them videos up, Rev, when I was doing the live delivery, people dressed up as deliveries or drivers,
Right.
going and stealing packages and breaking into homes.
Right.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
They can't get the job driving because their record says I can. You have to deal with people every day.
Right. Well, to
And
keep
they're sneaking, sliding off. You don't know if these dudes gonna go in there and rob a house, tie someone up, and then rape the people. You
right.
don't know.
Right.
You don't know.
It's something that
Man, you don't know. And I
it's
would
something.
hate for anyone to not think about this stuff.
Right.
When you say that I want to be an independent contractor, I would hate for you to just think about money and that's it, and not think about everything else that can go, which would make you want to have better business practices.
There's so many scenarios, situations, and results behind those situations we have to be reminded of and have an awareness for. It's something to think about, ladies and gentlemen, why we do what we do as service providers and delivery drivers. This is something to think about. And I hope today's episode has put something on your mind that this is something to think about when you get behind this wheel, do Uber Eats, Doordash, Grubhub, whatever platform you're on. Now you have something to think about when you're behind this wheel trying to make your money with all of these different scenarios that's going on. Yes, you're supposed to know your market, but also remember you must know what's going on in your market. Reese, before we end this episode, what is your last words, man, and thoughts you want to share with the viewers today?
Well, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you just said. Yes, everybody, and I won't say I will say this: most content creators tell you that you have to know your market. I'm about to piggyback off of you, Rev. There is a big difference of knowing your market. Now, this is like say, oh yeah, I know my market. I got Jack in the Box there, Stater Brothers there, CVS there, Walgreens there, McDonald's there. I do catering apps here. That's knowing where the places are, but you don't know your market. What I mean by that is, I know my market. I am infused with my market. Infused. I go into the merchants. They know who I am. They let me know what's going on. They tell me who to look out for. Whenever their store got robbed or something, they show me a picture of who it is so I can know who's out there. You have to know your market. You know your market, not just the places where they are. Now, there's a few drivers out here that work in my market who are on YouTube and everything. They go into a lot of these things and they talk to everyone and they're in the chats and they even go on live sometimes with them. I guarantee if they themselves wanted to do their own video and went into places and said, "Have you seen this guy? Oh yeah, he's hot facts. Yeah, that's hot facts." I guarantee that will happen. I am infused in my community and in my market. So I know what's going on in my market. Your market just means your territory and zone that you work in. That does not just mean money. You got to know what's going on with security, police, streets, and all that other stuff that's going on. You have to know your market. So every time you hear someone say know your market, that doesn't mean just know what places you're picking up from. And I'm gonna leave it there. Go a little bit deeper and don't let your mind stay stagnant without you thinking about things that may happen. And I'm gonna leave it there.
That's correct. I thank Hot Facts with Robert Reese for joining us today. I thank the viewers. I thank the subscribers. I thank everybody comment that was in the live stream today and yesterday and all our live streams. We want to bring content that has value to it that you can take with you while you're out here doing your ride alongs, while you're out here doing your deliveries. It's something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start thinking about these things and take it in its proper perspective and make the right decisions and make the better decisions due to the knowledge that has been provided to you today. We thank you. You take care. You have a great
Rev,
one.
Rev, Rev,
Yeah, go ahead.
Rev. I got one more, and it don't have to do with nothing about gig work. I would just like for everyone to send a prayer out to the Reese family.
Okay.
At this time, right now, is the time where we buried our son, lost my aunt, and lost my grandfather within a month and a half of each other, and my great grandma. So around this time of the year, my family we go through grieving, and this is around the time where we buried my son Trey. So right now, it's a difficult time as far as every year is different for me. It's different how it hits me. It's different how it hits my brothers, my mom, my wife, my kids. It's different around this time of the year. This is the time right now where we were doing a lot of burials, and my son was one of them. So this time is it's a little bit tough. You know what I mean? A little bit tough. And for everyone that's married out there, stay in the married game. I would rather be in the married game and go through life as regular and get by things day by day than not having nothing there and you're on your face by yourself. And if I can switch my last words, Rev, I want to switch my last word to that.
Go ahead. That's all.
No,
That's
no,
all.
I'm done now.
Okay.
No, I'm done now.
I'm gonna put you on our prayer list, brother, and I'm gonna do a prayer. I may also have a section on here too, cause it look like it's much needed now. I was gonna add a section in here to where I'm gonna put it on the playlist, and we're gonna have that prayer request. We're gonna have prayer requests on here. I've been holding back, waiting on God to bring confirmation. It just got brought today. We will have a section on this channel where we will be doing prayer requests. You know, even in this community, people are hurting. We having problems. We having situations. We having hard times. Homicidal, suicidal, deaths in the family, uh, pains and backaches and cancer. So much going on. Mental health. So much going on. Yes, we will launch it next week. We're gonna do a prayer request section in this channel to where people can come and request their prayers and everything. And I will also do prayer. And I'm gonna put your family on the prayer list and everything, Reese, and all of that. And I'm gonna do a prayer list section on our channel. I thank you so much for bringing that confirmation to us today, brother. And our hearts out is for you and the Reese family. Thank you so much for what you do, man. And we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. And I'm gonna be talking to you on the phone as well before we pull out of here. We thank
All
you.
right now.
We thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all take care. Be good and be blessed. Peace until the next video. All right, brother. We get ready to go.